But I'll tell you this. Everybody looks at Benjamin Netanyahu and says, this man is a war criminal.
Yes. Oh, 100%.
And he is.
Yes.
I want to be very clear. He's absolutely a war criminal. He's done horrific things. He should be tried in The Hague. He should go to jail for
I'm just making it. Yeah, okay. All right, okay.
But
I was just waiting for you to just some would say he's a war criminal. And moving on.
Yeah, no, he is. But I think what is lost around here, and what I try to take a step back and think about, and this, by the way, is going to be a very depressing note to leave on.
Great.
Is that no, Netanyahu does not consider himself to be a villain. He considers himself to be a hero.
I know.
And it's important for us
Super
as
Zionist.
we try to figure out what to do and how to respond to these things, to remember that for Netanyahu and his supporters, he is looking at it as if, look, it has been made very clear to him through his life experiences that it is either Israel or Palestine, that there is no way for them to coexist.
I think he's smarter than that.
There's evidence to support his belief. I mean, do you remember there's that famous picture of Bill Clinton and won the Peace Prize, right? Because you had Yasser Arafat and
Yasser Arafat, the old PM.
Yeah, they're shaking hands, right? Yeah. Peace in the Middle East was achieved. Clinton did it, right?
Yeah.
The thing that took that out, the thing that ruined that, was violent factions on both sides of the aisle that never wanted peace. And this is the problem, because there are violent factions on both sides.
It's okay.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah. My issue, and this is something that this is one of those situations that I have definitely moved left on, and it's been weird for me because I've always spoken and will speak about organizations like Hamas negatively, but the thing with Hamas is that they are a resistance organization that is resisting an oppressive group, an occupying force. I have a hard time.
Hamas is more than that.
Yeah, they're also a political party.
They weren't always a political party.
Yeah.
They became a political party when a moderate group of them said, what if we, a group of moderate people within the Hamas faction looked around and said, this isn't sustainable. This is going to continue until one of us completely kills the other one. And the real problem there is that if it comes down to which one of them is going to win, it's going to be the Israelites. They have all of the power, the money, and the weapons, and the international support. So Hamas, there was a group of people in Hamas, very intelligent, very far-sighted people who said, we have to make peace here. And there was a group within the Israeli government who said, we would also really like to make peace here. And so that was Arafat shaking hands. That was all of that stuff that went down. But you still have these violent groups inside of here. So this and Netanyahu is one of them.
He's part of the violent group.
Oh, yeah. He's absolutely part of the group that sabotaged that peace the second it happened.
Yeah.
He is a villain. He is evil.
Yes.
But to him, there is only and he has enough evidence to look at it. It says there's only one way this ends. One of us cannot be here anymore. And so at some point Netanyahu decided genocide it is. And anybody who could not, it is abundantly clear by the end of the second or third week that this was not just an outsized response. Israel has always been as I used to say, if you punch me in the shoulder, I'll hit you with a Buick. I'm going to teach you not to do this.
One of my favorite Al lines.
Yeah, I'm going to violently overreact to teach you not to do this again.
Yeah,
and that has been Israel. I don't want to associate myself too deeply with Israeli policy here.
Are you calling yourself? Are you a Zionist?
I am not at all. But that has been their historical approach.
For sure. No, yeah.
But it was clear after about 2 or 3 weeks that that's not what they were doing here. And they are absolutely. Let's be very clear. They're not going to come to the table. Unless they are unless something changes on the political landscape, and there is absolutely movements around that. Unless somebody stops Netanyahu, either politically, he's not going to care about the UN. U.S. isn't going to change. He's not going to stop for mercy. He's not going to do. Yeah. He is going to kill all of them.
What is okay? So,
except of course that he can't actually kill all of them, and that what he's doing actually is
creating
a much more violent extremist faction.
It's because it's not about that either. It's not about eliminate. It's about him and his political advancement or his political retainment at this point.
Well, yes, but I genuinely believe that he thinks he's doing what's necessary. Look, Hitler. I will absolutely do a comparison here.
Okay, good.
I think Hitler. From the bits and pieces that I have read and learned and whatever else, Hitler looked at the Jews not as actually evil, but as somebody has to pay for this.
Yeah.
This is the cost of German supremacy.
Yeah.
And German supremacy is what we need. And if the cost of German supremacy is the Jewish people, then it's the Jewish people.
Yeah.
That's an acceptable cost.